Hi everyone. So my story started about 8 years ago when I was 12. My sister was 6. We were sitting in the living room watching TV, and my dad had came in and said, "Your uncle passed away." And I'm just thinking, how could this happen? Like, he's only 21. Like, you know, he's a big part of my life. Like, he babysat me all the time. I was always around him because he was the youngest. It was just really rough at the time. I'm pretty sure my sister didn't know what was really going on. And we got in the car and we drove to my Uncle Stevie's house, and the accident happened at my grandma's house where he lived. And we get there, and my grandma is just balled up in the corner in the recliner, just covered in tissues, just crying. And to this day, she really doesn't remember any of that, which is kind of weird. But I don't remember the funeral or anything either. Kind of like blocked it out or something. But we we weren't prepared for this. Like, I kept asking my mom, I was like, what happened? What happened? What happened? She's just like, he was sick. And I'm just thinking, sick? Like, he's 21. He was pretty young. I don't see how he could be sick, but okay. And we did all the funeral stuff, and everything was not right. And it still isn't right today, to this day. Like, it's touchy subject, and we talk about him, but it always ends in tears, and it's just really, really hard to talk about somebody who was there forever and just disappeared out of your life like that. Later on, I kind of figured out he wasn't sick, or sick in a different type of way. I started asking questions, and my mom finally gave in and told me what happened like 2 years later. She said that he had committed suicide, and that he just felt like he didn't have anybody to talk to, and that there were things that he had done that he couldn't tell us. But honestly, what was so bad that he couldn't tell us? My mom doesn't think it was really that bad. And he was never a bad person. He was always smiling, like, he was always that upright person, the one that always brightened your day. Like, he had the perfect smile. She told me the story of, on her birthday, a week before he actually succeeded, how he attempted suicide, but they had broke down the door and stopped him. She also said that she asked if he wanted to be on depression pills, and he told her no, and how he was fine that morning when they all went to work, and my grandpa came home and found him in his bedroom. It was really, it's really, really hard to like think about all these things when, if you knew him, you would think completely different. I just think about all the signs that went into it. Like, when you're an audience to somebody who has committed suicide, you really don't think that there's signs in the beginning, but after it happens, you see all these signs and you feel like you wish you could have changed them, and it's like not your fault, but you feel like, if you had just seen that, maybe it would be different. But sometimes their mindset isn't any different. I learned a lot from this, and I'm still learning from it. Like, there's always going to be people I can talk to, and I know that now. Like, you don't have to go through life not having anybody to talk to. There's always going to be somebody to talk to, and there's always going to be somebody to listen to what you have to say. And there's always going to be an out. Never take the easy way out. Like, you can't even imagine what it feels like to lose somebody who's so close to you because they felt like they couldn't talk to you about something. And that's honestly the worst feeling ever. I know that I know the signs now. I know that there are many learned different signs to look for, but I learned that there's always going to be people that are around you that are going to help you and like talk to you to get through life, and that you should never ever think of taking the easy way out, because there's just so much to live for. I've also learned to live every day as if it's your last, because some days it's the person next to you that's passing away, or one day you wake up and it's your time. So I just learned that you have to live every day to the fullest. Anyway, that's my tragic story. Thanks, guys.